For some of you, this is going to be the most offensive video you ever watch. And honestly, I kind of hope it is. Because what if you deserve to be enslaved? I'm seeing more and more videos like this.
Can we go to a dark place together for a second? We won't stay there, but I want to go somewhere dark just for a moment. I make this content, guys, because I feel we are headed toward clear economic authoritarianism.
I am so tired of existing on this hell rock where there is a cost of living, where nobody has been held accountable for the fucking FC files or the Panama Papers or fucking terror attacks of 9/11 that our fucking government 1000% fucking staged or any of the other goddamn psyops and goddamn bullshit and psychological torture and the fact that all of our food and water has been poisoned since fucking Project Bluebird and Project Artichoke and MK Ultra. We can't even harness our rainwater to drink it because it's full of microplastics and heavy metals and poisons and glyphosates and herbicides and pesticides and God knows what. There's a cost of living. People are killing themselves because we're the only fucking species paying to live. Why? Everything we need is free. The rich old white men at the top are taking advantage of all of us while they are raping and eating our kids. And y'all aren't mad enough. Nobody is mad enough. I started speaking up about this shit years ago, and I lost my fiance, I lost my entire friend group. Everyone thinks I'm fucking crazy. It's true. I can show you the fucking gov paperwork. I have sources, government sources. Have you read a PSYOP? Have you read a FOIA log? Have you read declassified CIA documents? There is so much fuckery going on. It's all corruption to the roots. Every part of this society we have been forced to live in is fake. It's all fake and for profit. It is all poisoning our minds, our bodies, our souls, our spirits, disconnecting us from our consciousness, disconnecting us from our communities, disconnecting us from ourselves and each other. It's stupid and I'm tired and I want out, but I can't afford to get out.
Now here's what's crazy about that. What's crazy is she's not wrong. However, she forgot to mention, millions of people died under the directives and information that was being given to them about what was safe and effective that wasn't. And nothing happened to the people that pushed it, sold it to you, or mandated it. Millions died, nothing happened. The World Cup was yesterday. People will tune in all over the world, give their lifetime, energy, and attention to witness what many will say afterwards was a ritual. And then don't realize how words are spells and will literally say things like, nothing's gonna change, and use terms like the elites when talking about people outside of themselves that they don't agree with, giving them literal title over themselves, all while the ability to live their lives freely is eroded, which is natural divine law, henceforth free will. Instead of having free will, they are now opting in to a system that has their free will dominated. Most will give a superior title to something or someone over themselves that they absolutely despise, while blaming the need for survival on a system they gave you that literally trains you how to enslave yourself. And then some of you have the audacity to complain about words like being called goy and being compared to an animal when you literally do as you're told, allow the worst things to happen to you because you're trained to respond that way, and partake in systems where you justify your own destruction. Flock cameras are for sheep. Some animals will follow one another into the slaughter, unbeknownst to them, because of their innate faith and desire to please their master.
So a Judas goat is a goat that is trained to go to the other goats when they arrive to the slaughterhouse and basically signal to them, hey, you're freaking out for no reason. Come on. It's all right. Come on, guys. Let's go. Come on. Welcome. It's going to be magical, guys. No, it's not the end. It's not the end of goat kind. It's not. No, goat kind is going to go on. Goat kind is going to do great things.
Literally everybody will scream for a savior. Then somebody will do something to change what they're complaining about and then not support them. Meanwhile, you'll watch a kid blow up taking a hammer to his face, then have the audacity to complain about Gaza and the Epstein files. I've watched people on the internet participate in things that have no real benefit to them other than making them feel good while they continue to be enslaved. And when given the opportunity to help someone who was putting it all on the line for them, they literally do nothing. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying I absolutely love when humans come together to do something for other humans, because that's the point. And I love and only want to see on the internet all the feel-good videos that bring us together. Like this story. This gentleman helps this lady clean out her backyard, mows it, gets it looking incredible. 3.5 million of you like it. And because of that, he was able to help her raise over $400,000 in 24 hours. That is absolutely honorable and incredible. Now, when my buddy Javon starts tearing down flock cameras, calling out Epstein.
Can you kind of comment on why you're here today?
So a guy named Jeffrey Epstein and Peter Thiel specifically owns a company that owns flock cameras. Flock cameras are sold as license plate readers, but they do more than that. They completely track people 24/7. They know where you're driving. They're building databases. That's what the AI centers are for.
Putting his freedom on the line for all of you.
After a bizarre scene in court today, a judge says she will issue an arrest warrant for the man accused of vandalizing license plate readers in Rio Rancho.
And there's literally almost about 50,000 of you who have interacted. And over the span of a week, he's only been able to raise $1,200. We may deserve it. When given an opportunity to participate in your unenslavement, you instead opt to continue to be distracted because you don't want to face the pain of your reality. And everybody talks about coming together, but when people are actively trying to provide solutions or allow society to remain free, you'll literally have some people argue against what they're doing, call them derogatory terms like sovereign citizen, when all they want is the freedom to live freely for all. And if you didn't know, here's why he's doing it.
Why am I doing this? Well, first and foremost, I am ex-military. I was a paratrooper in the 82nd Airborne. Did a few years after that in the Army Reserves, but I swore an oath to the Constitution to defend this nation and the people from all threats, foreign and domestic. Peter Thiel is on Epstein's list. For those of you guys who know who Jeffrey Epstein is, we're going to go with the whole human trafficking, cannibalism, murdering, pushing governments around. That Epstein, the one who didn't die in prison. That Epstein and Peter Thiel are really, really good friends. They're part of the same club. And Peter Thiel is now installing license plate reader cameras is what they're called. That's not what they are. But they're installing these cameras throughout our city. When you have a known cannibalistic murderer, human trafficker that pushes world governments installing cameras, surveillance in your city, in your parks, in your neighborhoods, under 24 hours surveillance, the government doesn't own it. They lease this service to the government. You know, who is watching all this camera? Who like that? That's a red flag to me.
There's a place there called Marcus Jewish Community Center. It's a private, large community center that's kind of beloved by the community. And they have cameras on the wall there that aren't flock cameras. They're like the standard cameras you would have in any sort of business. And the community center said, okay, well, we're a little worried that there might be some sort of anti-Semitic attack. So we want to share our footage with police in case they need it, in case there's a shooting or something terrible happens. And by doing that, they shared it with Flock. So what Jason had discovered is that over 1,000 times, Flock employees viewed those cameras inside this private community center, including but not limited to the pool, the daycare center, the children's gymnastics room, and nobody had been arrested. Nobody had to answer any questions about it. In fact, they actually made it harder for Flock to collect an audit or to collect a record of who was looking at the camera internally from the company.
Wait, just to be clear, it was Flock employees who were not licensed law enforcement officers.
All
right?
grown men. Yes. All Flock employees over 1,000 times, and they were all grown men. And they were looking at these cameras at the daycare center, the children's gymnastics room, and their defense to this was that it was a product demo for another client. And I'm thinking to myself, if I had a business and I wanted a Flock camera by the police department and somebody pulled up a laptop and said, look how good this works, and then it was a children's gymnastics room, I would call the police, or hit them. I'm not sure what I would do, but that's an outrageous explanation. That's just delusional.
How many Flock employees were fired after that?
None, not one. They took down their LinkedIn, though.
When people who are known for trafficking and enslavement are putting up cameras in my city, that is a massive, massive red flag. And also, if you go online, it says, Flock Security has access to all these cameras. The government pays for their subscription, but Flock Security has access 24/7 to these. Who the heck is Flock Security? Why do they know where my children are? Why do they know where I am at? That's not cool in my book by any means. That is a clear sign of an invasion. Well, this is an invasion. We are under attack and we are being enslaved by these people. That is what history has shown us. History is repeating itself and it's happening right now. So I chose to take action and to remove the threat from the public. I saw a clear and present threat and I chose to remove it by any means necessary.
Selfishly, I have nothing to really gain from this video other than wanting to prove my suspicions right. Javon can make Tucker Carlson.
You have plans to continue to take down these Flock cameras?
Absolutely. They are a clear and present threat to public safety.
He destroyed 3 Flock cameras.
Oh, guy in an American flag shirt. He must be a dangerous radical. Better kill that guy.
Go viral and break the internet. Have 98% of you agree with what he's doing and saying. And then have it turn into nothing. How do I know that? Because when I said this,
Jimmy Kimmel viral this. I fight to eradicate childhood malnutrition from the planet. And until they release the flight logs, you, the mainstream media, Hollywood, are all pedophiles to me. Eat dick. MICancelYet.com.
It really didn't turn into anything financial for me. I actually lost money and opportunity because I said that. And now, I believe Javon's case is the perfect example of why, if you don't support the people who are actively fighting for your right to be free, then you don't deserve it and you deserve the beast system. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to post Javon's link. And after this, I'm going to watch and see how many of you actually participate to gauge whether or not the last 7 months I've spent to try and free humanity will have actually been worth it. Here's the real play and the call to action. If we can get 1 million of you to participate, 1 million of you who want to stand against what some of you refer to as the Epstein class, if 1 million of you in the land of the free and the home of the brave decide to back Javon and donate to his support now, I know that in the weeks to come, when I give the world what I'm about to, that if I get the same number or more of you participating, we will take back humanity for good, literally. But it'll all depend on if you actually start backing the people who are putting it all on the line for you. So, what will it be? Will you continue to complain about your own enslavement while doing nothing to actually change it? Or will you decide to actually participate in the undoing of your capture and enslavement?